Imagine, one day you are talking with your friend. He says to you, "Oh, by the way, I joined the program that I could study in USA for a month, and it was almost for free." You said you want to study abroad, right? So, why not apply for it? Studying abroad for free? That is perfect for me. I will think about it. Thank you. You said to him excitedly. But after a week has passed, you may think, but maybe I will be too busy in the next summer. Or it must be troublesome to apply for it. Then your motivation gets down and down, and someday you forget completely about studying abroad. Don't you have the same experience like this? The feeling of getting excited to something, the enthusiasm to do it from the bottom of your heart. I call it as the fire in the heart. In our life, the fire is born in our hearts, but as the time passes, the fire goes nothing. Like the example of studying abroad I mentioned. But today, I am standing here to share you how precious the fire is and give you the tips to keep it burning. Actually, I was the one who was about to extinguish my fire. In the summer, 2 years ago, my senior recommended me to work in an IT company as an internship, so I started without the reason. But surprisingly, as a result, I enjoyed engineering about IT and devoted myself to learning about it. Engineering is very fun. This is what I want to do. I could realize the fire in my heart, and I followed it. I worked almost every day and studied about engineering until the late at night. However, in September, the university was going to start. Unlike summer vacation, there were classes, reports, and the worst, exams. I should concentrate on studying in university because it is the duty of students. I thought like this and quit an internship. However, I felt stressed about life that I couldn't do what I want to do. Every day I thought, am I doing what I want to do the most? In my busy life in university, I felt that my fire in engineering was going to die. I wondered whether I should change the present life and face today's ultimate question. Which should I choose? The life of university, which is ordinary and normal way, or the way of following my fire, which nobody around me are doing. I couldn't make up my mind, so I talked about it to a lot of people. The president of IT company, investors, senior engineers, teachers in university, parents and friends, and by myself. As I heard a lot of opinions of many people, I noticed two things. Because of these, I could finally make up my mind. First, how precious your fire is. If you can find your fire, you are in a very, very lucky situation. Okay, let's think about your whole life. Please remember the things which you love or feel excited to do. I have math, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Sengoku, and of course, engineering. That's all I can think of. You too may realize the number of what you love is not large, don't you? According to the research company Marcomel in this year, the percentage of Japanese students who have what they want to do is the worst. So, when you have your fire to something, you should notice it is very precious chance. Second, how difficult to keep your fire. If you do not think forward what you want to do, your motivation might decrease as time passes. This is not because we are tidy or weak, but because the natural works of our brain. When we try to new thing, our brain resists against it. This is because our brain gets tired if we got new information or experience complete new things. So, our brain wants us to do ordinary things. In other words, our brain makes efforts to extinguish the fire in our hearts. After noticing these two things, I made up my mind to follow my fire. I decided to choose temporary absence from university. In other words, 休学. And I restarted new internship and concentrated on what I wanted to do, engineering. Almost nobody around me tries 休学, but I feel happy because I can do what I love. And now I'm preparing to create my own company with my best friend. If I had suppressed my fire to engineering and had continued to take classes, I might forget about engineering and would send a totally different life. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have what you want to do now, you are very lucky situation and do not waste the precious chance. If you don't have it, do not worry. As I said, finding what you want to do is very fortunate. So, please record my speech when you find fire in the heart someday, even if it is small. Of course, my case of temporary absence is a very extreme example. Going to study abroad, learning about IT, confessing your love to someone, applying your speech for Todai High after graduating ESS, like me. While it is okay if you try to start a new thing, a lot of excuses inside you may appear and your brain resists against it. But do not be defeated by those excuses. Let's take actions by following the fire in your heart. This is what I want to tell you. Imagine you are lost in a huge world on night. If you can find a fire in the wild, that is very precious chance. However, if you do nothing, the fire may go out soon. So, to keep the fire burning, you have to add the wood before the fire was gone. Why don't you follow your heart and take action soon after you can find what you want to do? The fire in your heart would shine your life, like the sun at the dawn. Thank you.